Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome to another stream with Lone Debater 7, and today we are going to be resuming our franchise mode on Planet Zoo. Gonna be loads of fun. I'm super excited for it. I hope you guys are too. I haven't touched this save for a little bit, and you know, I gotta say, I really do love me some Planet Zoo, so I'm looking forward to get back into it. So today, the plan is... There we go, switch on our game view so y'all can see. The plan is we are gonna try to go ahead and get our lemur habitat set up. That way we can hopefully increase our money-making capabilities a little bit farther than where they are now. Just give me one moment, we'll dive in and look at some menus and all that goodness in just a second. I just wanted to make sure the stream was updated, and it is, so we are good to go. So, have I already sent our lemurs? Send to zoo. Please send him here. Please send her here. Nyant, I guess, yeah, I probably butchered that pronunciation, but whatever, I don't care. But the plan is, we're gonna have, both red ring... Let's open the Zoopedia, so I can tell you exactly what they're called. So we're going to have both types of lemurs in this one habitat. Guests are going to be able to walk through. It's going to be pretty awesome. So we're going to have red-ruffed lemurs, which are critically endangered. They look pretty cool. It's like a bigger, like, monkey type of fox, which is kind of cute. Look at them there. So the habitat's already pretty much set up except for the trees and, like, climbing stuff. But I'm going to do that once the animals are put in. It's a lot easier to gauge if you have enough room and enough of everything that way, I feel like. So anyway, but one male up to 29 females, they breed relatively quickly and you get a lot of conservation credits for these, so I think this is going to work out well. And they are compatible with the ring-tailed lemur, which is the other lemur we're going to be having in this habitat. So these are endangered as opposed to critically endangered, so a little bit more common, but still we need more of them. And the plan is same thing as far as their stats and everything. It's basically the same as the red-ruffed lemur. But the important part for this is that relation with humans, neutral, guests can enter habitat, yes, and guests can enter habitat, yes. So they're fine to enter, like, guests can go in with our lemurs, and that will be just fine. They won't be upset about that at all. So let's unpause the game and get our lemurs to the habitat here, and then we'll pause back up and kind of get this all figured out. But we're in the green. We almost have 10K in cash in the bank. So I'm thinking between, like, that should be enough, hopefully, for us to get this habitat all straightened out as far as, like, the plants and the climbing space and all that stuff's concerned. So the start of this stream is for sure going to be, like, here's a habitat design video, enjoy. So I hope you guys are okay with that, because that's what we're gonna do. But anyway, so our Nile monitors are breeding, that's good. We'll get some more of those, great. Expecting offspring, fantastic. The inspector's here, so he's gonna come through. The only downside with the inspector at this point is he is coming to some of our newer ones. I don't think I've renamed the habitat here yet. I haven't. So these are our pandas. One lemur is in. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Take a look at our little guy. I mean, this is a massive habitat. So I do plan on getting like 30 lemurs in here if I can manage it. Like, I want a lot of lemurs. Just because I feel it's going to be worth our while to do that. Alright, so terrain first. They need more short grass. Everything else is actually pretty close to spot on. I did kind of pre-brush the terrain a little bit, so that is most likely why that is the case. Oh, they have too much short grass. Whoops, I read that wrong. So we need some smooth rock. Just get rid of some of this grass. And there. That's perfect. So their terrain is fine. They need climbing area. That's fine. We'll build that in just a minute, and that'll give them their hard shelter. But I want to get the plants done first, so we're going to sort it by Africa and tropical. If you click both of these, it'll be fine. All the plants in this list down here, once you put these two filters on, will be compatible with your animal. So I kind of want to do this a couple ways. I want to have some water stuff a little bit, because I think it makes sense to do that. So we're gonna do something like this, and we're gonna give them a couple lily pads just so the water's not so boring. Like, I normally don't put a lot with water, or if I put anything, it's not a lot. So try to spruce up their habitat a little bit for them. You know, they should have a fun little water area. Okay, that's sure. We'll call that good. So these are kind of like smaller trees. That's kind of nifty. Whoops. Start out, just kind of line out a few different areas or zones is how I like to think about it when I'm building these habitats. You know, so we'll have a couple of zones of these apple trees of this size, because there are different size variants of all the trees usually. We'll maybe put a couple in there, sure, why not? Those are short, those are a little taller, these are a lot taller. So I kind of want a couple of these inside the center here, because the goal is I want my lemurs to be using this center area, and I'm going to accomplish that with climbing space as well, but I want to put some plants in here so they don't feel scared or exposed or whatever if they climb in that area. Hopefully that makes sense. So we're going to fill it in with some trees, and this is why having that 10k cash stack is useful, because we need that to afford all these plants that we're placing. These are ferns, oil palm, those are really tall. Ooh, I kind of like the shape of that tree. We'll go with this. So we're gonna do the taller layer first, and I don't know if these dudes can actually climb these trees and utilize those to escape. If so, we need to kind of be cautious of that, but I think we'll be okay. You know, I think we will be okay. So let's see, what else do we have? Ooh, those are kind of cool. I like those. They're big and like fill a lot of space, which is kind of nice. I think we'll go with one of these. So we'll put one of these like right there. Maybe another one right there. Because I kind of want the exhibit to feel like you're going into the jungle almost, because that's where these guys live, is in Madagascar, on like in Africa's jungle region. Or, you know, I guess Madagascar's off the coast of Africa, but whatever, same thing. Let's see. Those are like ferny looking things. These are mangroves, which I do like the mangrove trees. Usually they have some pretty good depth to them, so they like can break up the look of just, oh, there's a bunch of trees in here and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But okay. That's probably enough trees. We can maybe put a couple of these in here. Like that. Because I want to keep this above those trees open so my monkeys can go through. Let's go ahead and do some bushes. We'll put some bushes down here. Because I don't really plan on doing too much inside of this area, necessarily. These are a little smaller, so we'll maybe leave a little couple patches down here where like our lemurs can roam. Cool. That should kind of work for that side. On this side we'll put one there, we'll put one there. Good enough. So now it's kind of like a, I don't know how I'd describe that, but I like that better. Okay, let's see. Oh, those are kind of nice looking. I think we'll go with these. Probably enough of those. Let's move on to these. Those are too small. Those are too small. Yeah, these are pretty tiny, honestly, but can maybe fill in. Sure. why not? We'll call that good. I don't know. Sometimes putting the smaller plants is a little bit tougher because they, like, you feel you're putting too many of the same thing. Okay, cool. And these are shorter little guys. Yeah, they are. And you can actually get them really small, so they kind of look like a bush. And as you can see, all these plants we're placing in here, they're fine with, right? So they like all these plants. Now, granted, we've almost blown our whole budget and we haven't even started building the climb space yet. So what we're gonna need to do is kind of switch focus from plants and get, I mean, they've got enough in here that they're content as far as their enrichment's concerned. But we'll probably end up coming back in here and scattering in a few plants here and there. I just need to have enough money to build a climb space and everything for them. So, alright, that's enough plants. Let's switch over to the habitat tab and get these guys all taken care of. So what I need is not favorites, but filters, and we'll go into species, and we'll put the 2 lemurs as filters, and there we go. These are all the things that are compatible with them. I don't think we need heaters or coolers. We definitely need climb space, and they're gonna need feeding stuff. So let's build the climb space first. Probably makes the most sense. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of build it this way, because I want our lemurs to kind of like come over here and interact with our guests naturally. Like, they want to come over here because there's, like, we're gonna put their feeding platform up here, maybe, or like some enrichment items, so like toys or whatever up here. Honestly, I'm just gonna grab one of these. Be a little easier. Okay. That'll work. And then it gives them a little bit more room, so it's like, yeah, come up here, check this out. It's pretty sweet. The guests will come gather over here to come see the lemurs, but I want to build like a bridge across this. So I'm going to build the rough outline of the bridge first, then we'll go through and kind of diversify this a little bit, so it's not just like, oh, here's a giant plank where our monkeys or where our lemurs roam, you know. I want it to be more than that. So let's go ahead and try to get the ramp down. That should work. So I'm like trying to make this ramp look more than just like a bunch of square planks, and it's not going super great, so You know what? We'll just do this instead. Ugh. So close. Okay, fine. I think they'll be able to access that. I guess what I can do, we can double check real quick. So, pause, unpause. This is low welfare. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, we already have them selected. Cool. So if we hit habitat, we can see if they can access this. So yeah, they can access this entire ramp system. So that's good. That's good. They can get up there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to expand this a little bit, and we're going to put their feeders up here, and that kind of thing. Now the way I want to do this is we're going to rotate that slightly, move it forward. I like want it to go around this tree and then have like a feeding platform up top here is what I'm thinking. So like what I can do is something like this, and then I believe if I take an arboreal feeding platform, like so, rotate it, bring it up a little bit so it's not like embedded in the floor, and then they should be able to eat from here, is my thought. Now, I don't know if that's actually how it works or not, but we will find out. Make sure, oh, we have to unpause that. There we go. Okay, yeah, so they can access all that. So cool, that's great. We'll go ahead and we're gonna end up needing more of these feeders is the thing. Like I want to build this climbing space out a little bit farther because I know that I'm gonna need it. So like I want to get it done now. That way I don't have to come back in here and mess with all these fiddly things later, because that's kind of what this is. So we will do something like that so they can access it from 2 different ways, and it gives them a variety of different options as far as like where do you want to go stand is concerned. So I'm hoping that will be good for our lemurs. Hopefully they like that. If not, well, I guess that's too bad. That's what they're getting. So whatever. But let's look. We might be able to pull this out like that, something like that. Might need to come up just a smidge. Nope, too much. There we go. Do something like that. And I want to build this platform over this way, and then we're going to convert it to a ramp once it's clear the path. And it's going to come down over here. And then I'm going to build like a back area where I'm going to put bedding, is kind of what my thought is. Because then they don't have to be in the line of sight for our guests while they want to, like if they want to go sleep or something, they can go sleep. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. It's kind of a little bit janky looking. I get that. There's no supporting logs or anything yet, but that adds up fairly quickly. Well, so does the decking. And I want to make sure I actually like place everything that I need first. So we are going to place some enrichment items up here. So like we'll put a gift box up here. We'll put one of these ice ball things up here. Frozen fruit, we'll maybe put that up here. That way there's like a lemur right up in front of our guests when they walk in, hopefully. Or that's the thought anyway. Outside of that, I mean, we need to research lemurs before we get anything else, really, realistically. So maybe where I'm going to build this, actually, I could use one of these template things. Oh, that's tiny. Wow. This is what they give you as, like, preloaded stuff? That's kind of lame. These aren't... Well, alright, that one's a little bit more sizable, but I was going to say, dang, kind of lame. But let's go ahead and give them one of these out in the back area over here. so they can kind of hide if they want to. We'll throw some bedding underneath here. Throw some small bedding up here. And we'll maybe put another arboreal feeder, and we'll put a bigger one kind of back in this area. Just so, like, if, I don't know how upset these guys are going to be when they have guests in the habitat. Like, if that's going to be a big deal on their, like, quality of life or not. Because it's not always the easiest to tell on that type of stuff. I am going to set this to ring-tailed lemur on a couple of them. This one can be red ruffed, because that's the critically endangered one. So maybe we'll do red ruff on this side, put a ringtail on this end. This one, yeah, we'll do ringtail on this side. That's fine. That's organized. I think I split that fairly evenly. Now, not all of these have speakers, but this one does. This one will be ringtail. And we'll just kind of do that. And then I think I have a speaker at the front, is how I was planning on doing it. That way I could just have two, one for each species, and then we just scale up the radius like so. I guess that does not have power? Is that the issue? I don't know. Whatever. Oh, that's red panda. I don't want red panda. None. Give me a minute. I need my... I probably set all these to the pandas. That's annoying. That's not what I meant to do. Right here. So this will be a lemur. That one doesn't have power. Okay, so I do need to build power out back here. That's fine. That's easy enough to manage. Get that done now. Oh, well, I'm broke. I can't even afford power right now. So let's go ahead and turn this on fast mode real quick. We'll get some positive cash flow real fast. Then we can try to build a transformer or whatever. Okay. That's enough for us to be able to afford the transformer we need. We'll go into our staff page. Make sure that our work zone, so our habitat is in the work zone. That was not. So do this. Like, what happened to my... I know that I bought the red ruff lemurs, too. I know I did. So... Are they just in transit? I forget. Where is the... Is it in here? Yeah, animals. So... Red pandas. There's our lemur. Weird. I don't know what happened to him. Alright, well, that's kind of annoying. We'll go ahead and save real quick. Just make sure that we don't lose our progress. But we'll unpause, let our cash kind of tick up, and see what happened to our lemurs, because that's super disappointing if they took them away from me. Yeah, I know, I'm low on cash, that's fine. Thank you, game. I'm aware. I just spent a bunch of money on a habitat, that's all. Yeah, it's just the one lemur. That's really odd. Call the mechanic over, fix the barrier. Okay, we got Binturong. Dope. Oh, that's the mechanic, okay. Yeah, it's just the one. Odd. That is so odd. Because... like, I know I bought them. Oh well, that's fine. We'll just reset all this and we'll find a different one. Oh, cool. We got a guest. What up, man? Fish Max. Good to see ya. I don't know who you are, honestly, but I'll take your 20 creds. Alright, we'll buy... You know what? We'll buy just the one. We'll just buy the one. Not great, honestly. Oh, that one has decent stats. Alright, fine. Take them both. I only need one breeding pair. So these guys are all stressed. Alright, we'll take a look at that in just a second. Pause the game. We've got some cash in the bank so we can afford to do more stuff if we need to. This guy we said hi to. Alright, we got the animals. Let's go ahead and send these homies over to our lemur habitat. And then this guy, why are you stressed? What's up? Trying to hide. Okay. Well, dude, I don't really know what to tell ya. I guess they would let me put more in. Turn off the Africa one. Like, do they mind these? No? Okay. Here. There's some bushes to give you some cover when you come up to get your drink. Hopefully that will fix your ish. What did we get on our report? Only 3 stars on education, whatever, that's fine. Okay, cool. They'll sort themselves out. I'm honestly not all that worried about it. Oh, our anacondas had children. Okay. Sorry, anacondas. I didn't realize. Those are easy to fix. More research, cool. And that's on our red panda, which is great. I've been wanting to research more on them. Just gonna check these other ones while I'm over here. Now our leaf insect might have some. No, they're expecting. Okay, cool. That is like getting those leaf insects. If you do not have one of those in your exhibits, they have pretty decent appeal. But the primary thing is they give you so much cash, like periodically. Like you'll get like 3 grand or so. By selling the offspring that it'll produce like readily, because they have like 7 or 8 children each time around. It's pretty crazy, pretty wild. All right. Yep, there you go. We'll go take a look at that in just a moment. There's our red ruff lemur. Look at our homie in here. He's doing his thing. So that's fine. Social group. Too few adults and juveniles. Okay, well that'll get better over time. They need more toys, but I need to research them to get them the toys that they actually like. Oh. Get over here, keeper. What are you doing? Slacking off. That's what you're doing. Nah, I'm kidding. They're probably the keeper that was supposed to go over there came over and dealt with our lemurs instead. Let's go ahead and hire another keeper or 2. We'll hire 2 of them just to be on the safer side. We're just gonna set them to our everything work zone real quick, just to help out, because we do have a fair amount of animals now, so like I want them taken care of. We do need to buy a male ring-tailed lemur as well. I forgot about that. Okay. Let's find one. 300 creds. I mean, he has decent stats. But this one's 50. Oh, that's a female. Okay. Money for this one. I'm not going to spend a red on a lemur at this point, but I'll spend the 300. That's not terrible. Go ahead, send them to the habitat, get our lemur count up. The thing I was gonna do is set these boards to the red rough lemur now that we actually have them in the habitat. So we'll do that, and then we'll come in and do the same thing inside here. So you get in, when you walk in, it's going to be Red Ruff Lemur City. You're going to learn all about the Red Ruff Lemur. Then once you get a little bit farther in, and this speaker I can just delete, honestly. I won't be able to use it. No, we'll put Red Ruffed out at the front. And then what I'm going to do is throw another one of those boards right next to it on the other side. And we'll put the ring-tailed lemur on that one. Throw a donation bin here. And then, you know, you get, yeah, you're going to see these two animals inside this enclosure. When you walk in, be prepared, blah, blah, blah. But you come in, and there's two ways you can go around this little dealie and see all of our lemurs. It should be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully that will start attracting guests down this path so they kind of, you know, use this walkway that I spent a bunch of cash on. That would be kind of cool. Oh, we're about to have a red panda. That's dope. How are our guests? Underpriced zoo tickets. Underpriced. All right. Let's set this to 18 and maybe 10. Let's try that. Are we still feeling good about the ticket price? Price is good. Price is great. Price is great. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We are golden. This dude's stressed because of the height thing, which I don't understand what I'm doing wrong on my habitat design. If you do know, please let me know in the comments below. Like, I have so many plants in here. I like don't know what else I need to be doing to fix that for them. I did want to try... Okay, we just had a baby panda. That's fun. Poi Dai, I guess is how you'd pronounce that. Cool. Decent stats, honestly. So, that's exciting. Let's take a look. Can I find one of our lemurs? Question A. There they are. Look at the little fellas. They're looking pretty good. They want more lemurs, that's fine. Their meals are fine. But, like, is everything okay? So they've got plenty of climbing, they've got plenty of land, the terrain distribution's right, hard shelter's enough plants and coverage and everything. Okay, cool. Well, sweet. I'm pretty excited about that. And they are using the custom-built structure, which I'm excited to see because, like, if there were guests in here, that would be an amazing... Like, think about that. What if you could walk underneath lemurs playing with, like, a ball or something? Wouldn't that be so cool? I think so. Like, I don't know. They're busy looking at the baby pandas is what's going on. Maybe what I could do... This is set to the bear. We're going to swap this guy to our lemur. And we'll put it on the red ruff lemur because that's the critically endangered one. So that should have more appeal, I would think, than just a normally endangered one. They both will be appealing, but I'm thinking that it might be better this way. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know down below what you think. Anyway, cool. We got that stuff. Got our second ring-tailed lemur in there. Great. So, I mean, this is our lemur habitat. So we got that done reasonably quickly. Didn't take too long, honestly. And there's still more stuff I could go around and do and still need to do. Like, I've got donation bins down here, but I don't have them on the upper walkway yet because I was kind of waiting to see where our guests were going to line up so I could place them, like, strategically near gathering points, so like there and there, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. What I really need to do is put like some sort of vendor area down here maybe, or like even I could even do it floating above this habitat could be kind of cool. Then you like go buy all your stuff and eat your lunch above the lemurs. Like that could be kind of interesting. But anyway, we'll take a look, see how we'll play that. But there's a bunch of dudes in front of our Nile monitors. That's great. Yeah, well, go up on the walkway, man. Like, there's a walkway that takes you over the top of their habitat if you want a better view. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Anyway, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Zoo ticket price is great. That is what I'm looking for. Oh, we were going to look at our leaf insects. So, the way I do this, I just send them all into the trade center. Then I go into our exhibit, and then I pick the 2 youngest ones because they basically have the same stats. Unless there's one, like, oh, whoops, not what I wanted. I wanted this one. So I look for the youngest pair that are both gold badged, which is going to be this pair. And we're going to put them back inside their cage. Look at that. They're back in there all happy. And then we're going to sell all this. So this is with 2 anacondas. We get 2,800. Without the anacondas, we still get 2 grand. So we made 2 grand off of 1 offspring cycle of our leaf insects. And that's fairly standard. So like they are a fantastic exhibit animal if you're looking to make a couple grands every, you know, year or so off of your animals. Oh, this kind of like got erased. Weird. Okay. Well, that's fine. What kind of tree is this? Can I just duplicate this? Probably. Aw, look how easy that is. Yay. I don't think they have this in their habitat. Nope. Oh, animal is hungry. Get over here, keeper. I wonder, maybe they can't reach this? Oh, they should be able to reach that. I mean, I don't understand why they would be. And this one as well. They should be able to reach this as well. So, okay, they just need to walk, I guess. It's fine. I was just checking that now because I don't want my lemurs to be distressed. If I can help it. I don't want any of my animals distressed, I guess, but like, I just added the lemurs, so it's kind of like I don't want them to be upset right after they get moved. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just advance move this slightly so it's a little more centered. I'm just trying not to put it inside of this animal habitat because I don't think they like this tree. Cool. We fixed our sign. That's good. Now we don't look quite as jank. We don't have like a random rock overhang thing floating in the sky. Cool. We're getting closer on finishing the research off for our binturongs. We need to start doing lemur research soon, but it's fine. No rush. No rush. We'll get there. Alright. Like, come down these stairs and come into the habitat, please. I'm telling you, you're missing out. You're missing out, friends. You're all standing here looking at the pandas, which is fine. Throw one right there. And we'll throw one right there. Yeah. Donate up. Anyway, no worries. There's our keeper coming to feed our dudes. This is like a mess right here, but it works. It works. Why are these guys unhappy? Thirst. They want thirst. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and build. They're hungry. That's fine. That's being dealt with. I'm going to go ahead and delete these out because we're going to build a path. And we're going to build a path right out. So where is that tile? This one. Oh, we got our first guest. Are you gonna go check out the lemurs? Yeah, you are. Go see the lemurs, please. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's got a big old smile. They look sad. They're not sad. Get over that. Oh yeah, walking up. Recycle, throw away if you need. Donate on your way in, donate on your way out. Let's do it. Actually, we can guest camera him. First person. Yeah, there we go. That's the view I'm talking about. Look at that. Lemur right as you walk into the habitat. How cool is that? How cool is that? Ugh. Alright, just step on him. That's cool. Not really though. Don't step on lemurs. That's not cool. But the pathing of the game is interesting sometimes. I don't know. That's so cool. And then you got another one that just knocked the ball around and is playing in the background. That's so awesome. This game is cool. I really like this game. Yeah, you got two red roughtails and a ringtail coming down the platform. Like, yeah, the habitat is working the way I wanted it to. So that's great. Now to get back to making money. Let's go ahead and get into facilities, guest facilities. Not staff, but guest. We are going to build some drink stalls and some food stalls. So I'm just going to... Actually, you know what? We can keep the game running. It doesn't really matter. So let's throw in a water shop. I feel like guests might like water. So we'll throw in some water. I am going to pause it here for just a second. Just because we'll throw in a soda and then milkshakes. And a slush. Why not? We'll do a slush. Exit out of this group so I can sneak it in like that. Okay, cool. Let's build some food facilities. So we'll get the standard classic original chief beef. Everyone's favorite. And now we're out of money. Okay, fine. The reason why I was pausing there was so I could actually add these buildings to the work zone. Like that. Cool. Oh, cool. We're about to get our first clouded leopard. And I think I have a thing to release an animal into the wild. They're in this one, right? Yeah. Speed this up real quick so they mature a little bit faster. Then we'll pause right after they grow up and kind of see what we're going to do. We'll probably grab a new mating pair. Or a new mate for this one. Alright. Oh, these don't have power. Okay, I need to build a power facility over there. Are all three of them gonna mature? 2, 7. 2, 7, yeah, so they all are gonna mature. Alright, they matured. Cool. So let's take a look-see. I wanted to Zoopedia them, but I don't see a button to do it down here. Okay, that's fine. You know what I'm gonna do, because it's way easier to manage the animals this way? Or actually, I don't really want to do that. So, I think we keep the original pair because they're not super old yet, but I'm gonna move all the offspring to the trade center real quick. Just to get them out of there. Okay. I don't know why it didn't send that one. Yes, I know. Facilities without power kill me. Okay, let's build the power for them real quick so they'll stop complaining on this end. So I need it like back here is where I need it. So I can actually make that happen with a staff path. Make it thinnest size. We'll just branch it off right next to our chief beef. And this actually could be a good thing to do anyway, just because we can then tuck like a rest facility back here, like a rest area for the staff. That way they don't have to walk so far. But there we go. There's the power, so our facilities can open up. I need to go to the staff tab, work zones, edit work zone, add in that transformer. And staff. We're about to get some bears maturing as well. Do that. High workload for our keepers, so we probably need to add another one of those, which we'll do in a minute. Let me deal with the leopards first. So we've got a bronze leopard. Decent stats. Silver leopard, better stats. And then we got a gold leopard. So honestly, I could release these two. Like, this is, if I were to release all of them, over 12, almost 1,300 conservation credits. If I release them, I could get, instead, almost 24K. I'd rather have the conservation credits, honestly. But, like, if I trade these, they say that they're worth a lot. Let's actually look and see what a clouded leopard is going for right now, because we might try playing the trading game. It might be worth it. So, like, let's look at a $300 one. Like, our leopard is better than that, so we should be able to get more, I would think. This is a 400, which our leopard has better stats than that. Like, this is more in line with the type of leopard we have. It just doesn't have the super high appeal that this one does. Ours are like this, but these are selling for over 1,000 each. So, I mean, maybe if we put up this one, trade him for, like, I don't know, 500, sure. It's over 200 more than what we'd get if we'd release him, so maybe it's worth trying that. And then this one, actually, I'm gonna release this one into the wild for the challenge that we have. So cool, we got that guy released, give us some creds in the bank right away, and then we're gonna trade the gold one, and this one we'll do for like 1,000, because he has 100, a 92, and an 83. He should be worth 1,000 credits, and he's at the start, like, he's young. Like, you'll get 3 or 4 breeds out of that animal if you were to buy them. So our sun bear is about to mature. Great. How many sun bears do I have? It's just the one, right? No, two chillins. All right, yeah, we need a staff room. So we'll build a staff room out here. Staff room large is 6K. I don't quite have enough. Lame. Oh. Some bear matured, so let's go ahead and deal with that. So I think the idea was to move this guy into the trade center, and then we'd have 2 younger bears to deal with. So, like, if I switch out of those and switch over here, I think this one's the better stat. So we'll trade the 2 males. Call a keeper over to this habitat as well. So we'll send both of them to the trade center. Overview. Call the keeper urgently, please. Thank you, sir. Let's go into our trading tab. Can't be released to the wild, so the old one can't be released. But I can quick trade him, get a couple grand, that's fine. I'll take the couple grand. The other sun bear, I am going to release into the wild, because his stats aren't that impressive, honestly. That stress has been dealt with because there's no longer too many bears in that habitat, so that's great. Getting second on our red pandas, so great. We might be able to put in some better enrichment items for them. And I do have the 6 grand now to build our large staff room, which I just feel like building the large staff room is going to be worth our time at this point, because we have a fair amount of staff, and, like, if there's a staff room right here, all the vendors for these shops up here are going to be able to use it, and they won't have to walk a mile and then walk a mile back in order to, like, rest, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. I do want to rebuild this path that deleted for whatever reason. I think it's because it's switched to a staff path. Something like that. Okay, good enough. We'll do that. So we just have the chief beef right now. Okay, okay. We need more food. We can't afford more food. Let me just make sure all of our staff are in the everything works zone. Great. Unpause. But we do have some guests going through, so that's cool. Coming in, looking at our lemurs. Yeah, check these dudes out. They're pretty awesome, right? Ring-tailed lemur is expecting offspring. Fantastic news. Fantastic news. That'll start drawing more people down this path to come look at the lemurs, A. And then B, we'll have more animals to trade to make conservation credits. Low on cash. Yeah. Tell me something I don't know. Oh, water treatment requires repair. Call the mechanic quickly. We probably need... let's take a look at our staff, actually, while we're paused. So we want another keeper. Maybe, let's do 2 keepers. Let's do 2 mechanics. And we'll throw in one more... or couple vendors. Like 3 vendors. Sure. Select everyone. Assign them to everything. How much does it cost to train them? Yeah, I'm not spending the money on training right now. We'll do that later. Okay, they're fine. But we do have 4 pandas. That's pretty cool. We're about to get some baby binturongs as well, which is pretty cool. They need more feeders. Okay. Let's get them some feeders. Alright, buddy. I mean, that's like 4 large feeders. I don't know how you need that many to be content, but that's fine. We did have baby binturongs. Look at him. Look at the little baby. Aw, it's a babby. Aw, yeah, look at him go. Aw. These things are cute. They're like raccoons, but like not raccoons, I guess. I don't know. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. But our zoo is pretty sizable, honestly. We still have plenty of room to expand if we want. But it's getting there. It's getting there. So what are these dudes saying about ticket price? It's good. Okay. I'm just looking because it might make sense to try and raise our prices a bit more. Okay, what's... Oh, wow, we've got a lot of pandas in here. And they have, like, no food. What the heck? Put in a bunch of them. Because we have a sizable panda population now, I think. Yeah. This one's elderly. So they're gonna need to be rehomed. Or we'll just release them to the wild, sure. These are all of our pandas are upset. They're hungry, I guess. Put them on grade 2 for quality. I don't know. I mean, the keeper's on the way, so I'm sorry, guys, but I can't do more than send the keeper over there. We hired a bunch more, so hopefully that won't be an issue going forward. I don't like seeing the animals upset like that. Makes me sad. Oh, great. Now we got protesters. Fuck you guys. Like, I have a keeper coming. Like, they're literally en route to the facility. It just takes them so long to get here. And I don't really know how to fix that. These are the pandas, right? Keepers urgently assigned, so yeah, I mean that's all I can do. Well, protesters can leave. I'm doing all I can. Like, the dude's on their way. Like, they're coming. They're coming as fast as they can. Iguanas are hungry now. And this dude's elderly. We have too many iguanas in here. Oh, no we don't. Okay. We need to buy a new iguana. Female is what we're looking for. Sure. Okay. Keepers are still super overworked. Same with our mechanics. So, like, I feel we need to hire another keeper. Honestly, 2 keepers. We probably should hire 2 more mechanics. Let's see. I mean, we're still positive on cash, so I can afford the staff. It's not that. I don't want to buy staff if I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? They weren't happy with the lemurs. Yeah, well. I want to get them enrichment. I just don't have it accessible yet. Let's put in some of this type of stuff. All right, there we go. I love how it says he's trying to find a place to hide. Dude, you're literally underneath a bush. Like, no one can see you. Whatever. Those dudes are, like, they're difficult to care for, I guess. Just got a new clouded leopard. Expecting offspring. Fun. Oh, our leaf insects. Just had some. Great. Get some money out of that. There wasn't a baby female. Okay. We'll keep a baby boy, though. Didn't mean to do that. We'll just move them all then. Fine. But I'll take the 5,000. Wow. There's a lot of them in here. Oh, okay. The list was just too long for me to scroll through. So yeah, we have like 55k or 5,500. We'll take it. Thank you, please. Oh, we're playing in fast mode. I didn't actually mean to be in fast mode. They're doing good. How are these dudes doing? They're good. And our anacondas, are they okay? Yeah. About to get baby clouded leopards again. That's cool. Starting to get some people coming down this way to use the shops and go into the lemur habitat, so that's good. What I'll do is I am going to put an ATM like right here. And right there. Because people might want to, you know, access the ATM while they're here. So they can buy their food or what have you. I do need to add those into the work zone. And then I did want to build like an information center over here. And some merchandise stuff. There. Okay. Just to try to draw in some, like, I don't know. Eventually this whole area is going to branch off to more exhibits. So people will be walking by this little stretch of path quite frequently. So yeah, I think this will pay off in the long run. It just might take a little bit for the traffic to be pulled down this way. I don't know. It's okay. Not a big deal. Maybe they'd like it if I put like some plants around this. Not what I wanted to do. Wanted to do something like that. Make them feel like they're more like enclosed, if that makes sense. Hopefully that helps. I don't know. I don't know what to do on that. I really don't. Like, they have so many different areas they can go hide. Like, they have so many. And, like, literally the guests can't even see them from here. Like, if I was in this position right here, right? No one can see me right here. No one can see me right here. So I don't know why they're saying I'm stressed and trying to hide. Like, dude, you are hiding. You're hidden. Like, don't worry about it. But, nah, they're animals. It's okay. Like, I want them to... Oh. Too broke to place a path. Okay. Can I raise ticket prices or something? Let's actually go in and change this. So, keeper every month, vet every 6 is fine. Man, we're hemorrhaging money at the moment. Need all the keepers. We need the mechanics. We need the caretakers. I mean, we have some vendors maybe that aren't necessary. I don't know. Like, there's some with low workload and then there's some with super high workload. So, like, I don't really want to get rid of my vendors either. Yeah, we need to raise ticket prices, I think. So we're going to put this up to 20 and this to 11. Okay, they're still okay with that. I don't understand why this doesn't have a vendor. Like, what the heck? We have so many vendors. Speed this up real quick and see if we level out on money. No, not really. Huh. I mean, we have a ton of guests in the park. I'm just not 100% sure why we're losing so much cash. We shouldn't be. We'll save real quick, just in case the game decides to crash. Oh my goodness. Okay, boas need to be dealt with. Cool. Oh, I forgot that these guys are both going to be traded, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, like, look at all these people that are just chilling here, but, I mean, maybe I need a donation box right there or something, but I can't even afford to place one. Guess we could move this, sure. Throw some money in this bin. You know you want to. Hmm. We'll just get rid of the low workload ones, I guess. I mean, it's staffs primarily our cost. Like, that's what's causing us, or costing us the most money. Hmm. Yeah, well, I'd love to buy you a new keeper hut, but I can't even afford to place like a donation box to make money at this point. So maybe we can raise this slightly higher to 22. All right, we're gonna take out a loan real quick. See if that maybe helps a little bit on our animals being fed and everything like that. I don't know. Ugh. Okay. Um. Try something like that. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, we had to take a little loan to kind of keep going because we were negative for a while, and I'm not 100% sure why, but we were, so it kind of fixed that. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, try to build some stuff, so you know how it is. Lots of fun. I don't know. This game's a good in. Let's see if we got any toys for these dudes. Alright, we got a small fixed roll feeder. Maybe put that, if I can get zoomed, like there maybe. Throw in block of ice toy maybe. Put that up on this side. Just for fun, I don't know. Yeah, get it set up, but anyway, oh cool, we got leaf insects, so that's great, that'll be some cash. Oh, well, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Let's go ahead and check out these insects. This thing, these always unset, like every time I load the save, these like little display boards, just for this insect, mind you, reset every single time. And I forget to redo it sometimes, so we're just gonna move them all in here. And then these are asexual, so honestly, even though they say they're both female, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we're just gonna send these back in. I'm pretty sure anyway, I believe that these are asexual. Yeah. Asexual. Okay. Perfect. Oh, yeah, for sure. I will do that. Just give me 1 sec. Trade these out. Refill the coffers a little bit anyway. Okay. So at the front, we've got Nile monitors. I'm not 100% sure where these dudes are actually hanging out. There's one. So, like, got our little Nile monitors. There's a few of them in here. These are great for getting conservation credits and stuff. Then after you walk around the Nile monitors, and you can take this path or this path, come into kind of our exhibit area. So we've got, these are our iguanas, and there's one too many in here, so let me just move him out real quick. But got our iguanas chilling in here. There's also, no, that's facilities, but these are boa constrictors are in here. And then the leaf insects are in this one. They might be a little bit harder to spot. I don't know where they actually hang out. Okay. But then there's yellow anacondas up here. And then moving up our elevated path, you kind of have your choice. So in this exhibit, we've got sunbears and binturongs. So like, I'm just going to click on one of our sunbears. So, oh, we only have one. I actually should get a mate for this one, but I want to change this exhibit around, I think. I'm kind of getting tired of these animals, but got a sunbear. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then the binturongs were hanging out over here, yeah. So we've got the binturongs as well. The little dudes. So pretty good. And then on the other side, so if you came around through our tree path, so I have the Southeast Asia DLC, and then I have the Arctic Animal DLC, and then the Deluxe Edition, I guess, I think adds a couple animals maybe. But anyway, so this is clouded leopards, sun bears, and binturongs, I think are all from Southeast Asia, but I've got some clouded leopards on this side. They're pretty cool. They're difficult to take care of though, like they get angry all the time, but here's our little baby DD, the clouded leopard. Then from here, so clouded leopards are in that one. We move into our red panda exhibit. So we have a few red pandas. One of them's expecting, so that's good. But let's go over to this one, kind of zoom in. Little dudes. They're like fox pandas. That's how I think about it, because that's kind of what they look like. But decent little habitat. They get upset about not being able to hide and stuff all the time as well, and I'm not sure why. But then the big exhibit, this is the one that I added in today, is the lemur exhibit. So this one guests can walk through, and we've got both ring-tailed lemurs and red rough-tailed lemurs in here. So there's 2 types. They run around. Should be pretty good. I'm thinking that these lemurs are going to be pretty good for us as far as making conservation credits is concerned as well, because you can have 1 male with 30 female lemurs, and they like breed between 1 and 4 or 5. I forget what it is exactly. If I click on one of them, it's the same for both species, but basically, yeah, 1 male, 29 females, and they age in 3 years, is pretty good. 1 to 2 every time. It takes 4 months, and you get it every year. So like you can generate a ton of credits this way, I feel like, if you have enough lemurs as a starting population. But that's kind of what I've got so far. Realistically speaking, the zoo's starting to get to the size now that I need to build a second set of facilities, which I'm kind of doing back here. But I don't know if I want to invest the capital on that, or if I'd prefer to just go to a new region and kind of start there, because it's a bit easier as far as like cash flow and stuff like that's concerned. I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of what I've got. Eventually, we'll probably put some, like, maybe if we do lions, if I decide to buy lions or something, I could put them over in this giant enclosure, or I could do, like, elephants and stuff. I was thinking about doing elephants. They're just pretty pricey as far as the tokens are concerned. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like it. You know, like, this is what I've done so far. It's pretty good. I like franchise mode. It's not bad. Like, I don't know. I'm sure you can do some pretty cool stuff in sandbox mode, but there's something satisfying about, like, building a really cool looking park, but also having to, like, play the game to make the cash to do that. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, that's what we got. So, I mean, more or less, say hi to this guy, get our credits, because I haven't maxed that out yet today. But, I mean, more or less, like, it's pretty good. I went for more of the elevated walkways strategy, so, like, basically, all these exhibits are closed off. Like, there's no paths next to the exhibit until you get to the very end. You just walk over the top of it. Like, I think that as far as, like, a zoo design concept goes, like, that would be kind of cool to be able to, like, walk over the top of the exhibits and look down in and see what they're doing, type of a thing. So that's kind of what my thought was. I don't know. I still need to add in transit and stuff. Oh, really? No one will take it? Yeah, see, I have that issue with this path. Like, very few people take this one, even though it'll give them a really good, like, if you're standing here, for example, literally the lizards are, like, a drop away. They're so close. But, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to get the guests to actually utilize the stuff you build. So I try to put, like, a shop or something, or, like, have an exhibit that you can only go through that one way to get to that part of the park or whatever, to try to force people to do it. It works, kind of, and then it also kind of doesn't, so it is what it is. I realize I didn't put any trash cans on this, so there's a bunch of trash on this, which is not ideal. Oh, that's a slopey piece. Okay, fine. Sure. But anyway, not bad. I am kind of waiting for this loan to pay off. So 3 years left. I mean, we're still positive on it. Like, it did give us the cash we needed. $4 to $6. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm playing on hard difficulty. So, like, to get past that pricing of tickets is, like, insane. Like, I was down at $4 or $5. Like, if I raise the ticket prices above $5, people would stop coming to the zoo, basically. And I had, like, 3 exhibits. So I had sun bears, I had Nile monitors, plus all the exhibits here. And I think I was building the clouded leopards. Yeah, medium's way chiller. So, like, the last game I played of this, so this is fresh franchise, just for the stream, more or less, but, like, the one I was playing before, it was on medium, and a park this scale, like, generally, I had my tickets close to $50 a piece and stuff like that, and had, like, close to 1 million of the little simoleons or whatever they call these in this game. So yeah, like I like medium. It's way chiller. Basically though, like now monitors are OP if you're playing franchise mode, just because of how fast they reproduce and how many like basically every 4 years you get 200 to 300 conservation credits depending on the stats of the Nile monitors you have. Granted, this one's getting old. I should release these guys to the wild before they get too much older. That's fine. I can afford to rehome a couple lizards. They've done a lot for me, so it's fine. Oh, more people are kind of going up here now. That's good. There's not really education stuff, and I didn't build the education stuff because I wasn't sure if people were going to use this or not. Now that I'm looking at this, I should have made this a wider path. Oh well. Put at least a board up here. Kind of makes sense too. Maybe we'll throw a speaker up here as well. The only there are speakers up here. Okay, kind of thought there might be. Of course, I placed it right under someone's foot. That should be fine. Whatever. Cool. Well, that's how it's because I'm not spending anything on marketing. So like if I went into this tab and went to marketing and bought any of these three, I'd probably be almost 5-star. It's just low because of not doing any marketing. And education rating, that's the other issue I've got. I don't know why my guests are so unhappy. Like I've got so many shops and stuff, but they like don't buy from the shops. And I'm not sure. So like these 4 or 5 shops right here in a line are all drink shops. So they're thirsty, will come buy drinks. Like I've got drinks down here for you to deal with that. You just aren't going down there. So I don't know. It is what it is. I probably should throw in another toilet block. That might make sense. Then maybe people will come down here just for that. I don't really want it to break the end of my path though, so we'll place it there, sure. Make sure it's in the work zone. Yeah, that's true. Like, no one's down here is what the problem is. So, like, they want more stuff up in this area or in this area is what the problem is. But I can't really fit any more here. I've tried to add more buildings, but they, like, won't snap. So it's kind of like that's what you're going to get is what's already there. I don't know. It's fine. They'll figure it out. What I need to do is build a transit. Like I need to build a train. So kind of what I'm thinking is I could build a train back here or put like a station over here. So like if I go in and go to rides, and I don't know if I want to do the train or if it'd be better to maybe go with like the gondola. Might be kind of fun. Maybe I'll do the gondola. It is cheaper too. So like, okay, put that there. And then basically what I want to have this do is I want it to be a station stop to kind of like take you to different places. So like you get on at the front of the park on the gondola, you can maybe have a station elevated like right here, have another station out on the back end like right here, bring one, have one right here, and then kind of just close the loop and do that. And then I want to have a secondary ride that goes through all of the animal exhibits because I did that on my whatchamacallit, my other park, and it did pretty well. Like you can make a fair amount of credits off of transport rides if they're interesting enough. Like people will use them. But yeah, I just haven't felt comfortable money-wise to invest in that because I know it's going to cost like 20,000-30,000, and I haven't had that size of a stack cash yet, or cash stack yet, because yeah. I mean, I probably could get away with raising this farther, so let's maybe set this to 26 and 15. Oh, whoops, that's a 16, not a 26. Price is great. Oh yeah, it'd be so cool if there was co-op. I agree. That'd be really cool. Prices are a little bit high, so we'll set that to 25 and 14. We'll do that. I like it when they say the prices are great as opposed to fair, because it means you get more guests in the park. But yeah, no, I agree. Like, co-op in Planet Zoo would be really cool. It'd be really cool. It's basically the loan payment is why we're negative right now, which I'm okay with. That's okay, because I think we have enough in the bank right now to actually pay the loan off. Almost, or well, we've got 15K to repay, so that's fine. But we'll get enough trickle money to be able to cover that, I feel like, because the payment should slowly go to either decrease or like it'll just go away eventually. Yeah, I mean, we could take a look at our staff and see. It'd probably be more efficient if I like reorganized my work zone so it wasn't everything in one zone, but I like the ease of being able to just click everyone and assign them to the same work zone. I mean, I've got a lot of dudes that are like low workload vendors, but I feel like they shouldn't be. It's probably the dudes that are working these shops down here, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe before building these shops, I should have built the ride, is probably what I should have done. Oh well. Hindsight's 20/20. Interesting. Oh well. That's fine. Alright, good enough. Oh no, I feel you on that. It's fun starting a new zoo. Like I said, I'm gonna wait until I have a few more conservation credits built up. But my plan is 100% to like start a new zoo pretty soon. Just because this one's at the size now where like I'm having logistical problems with like keepers and such. So like I'd rather just start fresh. So like, see, these reset. I know I set these to the leaf insects. Save zoo. See if it resets them. That's annoying though, because it's like, okay, I just want that stuff to work once I set it, because it's not always the easiest to grab, you know. Put that in. I don't know why those aren't breeding. They should be, but we'll throw a legitimate male in the mix and see if that helps. Binturong's about to mature. Cool. I forget what those dudes are as far as their social group's concerned. Are they content with more than one? 5 males, 5 females. So I could have this guy stay in the habitat. Really, I should probably move these guys to the trade center and buy a stud for the two. Since they're both females, we'll buy a stud instead. That makes sense, I think. So B for Binturong. And we need a male with decent-ish stats. I mean, not great, but I guess we can make do. We're gonna leave the food quality where it's at since we're kind of like on almost about to go broke type of thing. Okay, animal trading. So these two can be traded. You know what? I'm just gonna release them to wild, I think. Yes, I know I'm low on cash. Thank you, game. I'm painfully aware. I think this is the inspector. Kind of looks like it. Yep. See how we do this time. We've been getting either 4 or 5 stars every time, so. And we're getting 4 stars because our education rating's at a 3 for whatever reason. I mean, I've got the speakers and the message boards all over the place, so I don't really know, but. People are starting to go through the lemur exhibit, though, so that's cool. Oh, you got a baby running across the path. Look at him go. Little baby ring-tailed lemur. Aw, yeah. Having a good old time. I don't know. I'm glad that those dudes are not as needy as, like, the clouded leopards and the binturongs have been. Just because sometimes it gets frustrating. It's like, all right, well, they've got so many plants in their habitat. How can they be stressed without places to hide? They've got places to hide. Great. We're negative, like super negative. I think everything's on grade 1 food. Yeah, I just changed clouded leopards. I think these guys are Turong. How about the bears? Yep. Pandas, they're on grade 2. We'll turn that to grade 1. And maybe well, I want to keep all the pandas in here because you can have a larger, like, group of pandas. I mean, maybe I should just, like, if I delete these, how much money do I get? $1,500? Okay, that's actually worth it. Just do that. No one's going to these shops anyway, so it's kind of like, why bother? I'll leave the drinks and we'll leave the 1 chief beef, I guess. Okay, we're gonna get rid of those dudes. Because we got rid of 5 stands, we don't need 5 extra guys. Oh, with the peafowls? The peafowl, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I haven't done those yet. I don't know. There's a lot of animals, even just in the base game, that, like, it's hard to get through all of them. Mainly because I don't have that many hours in the game yet, but Anyway, that's awesome. No, peatfells are great. I like having this guest habitat thing. I thought about building the shops inside, like maybe placing the shops on the back end of this path, but then part of me was like, well, you know, maybe it makes more sense not to have a shop where lemurs are. You know, people might, like, they can buy it on their way out type of a thing. I think we're close on having this loan done, yeah. 12K, okay. I think that's the pandas, probably. Yeah, our panda research is done. That's great. Now we can start on red rufftails. They're hungry, so they need a keeper. I did want to try to add in more enrichment for them. We don't really have any new enrichment, though. Okay, fine. We won't do that now, then. That'll be pretty awesome. I like that idea. That should be pretty cool. So, I mean, at this point, I'm pretty reliant on the income coming in from these leaf insects, you know, which kind of sucks, but we'll get out of that eventually, I think. The keeper's on the way to the lemur. I don't know what to tell you, protester man. Like, I'm unhappy that they're not content as well, but they're on their way. Let's maybe take a look and see how much elephants are running right now. Or, well, I want Indian elephants is what I want, not African. Because this one's kind of like in Asia. Oh, 10,000 each. Okay, well, I can't afford that. We can maybe do... I could do peatfell. I guess that's kind of the area. We could do rhinos. That could be fun. And I can actually afford those. Okay, okay. Not super amazing stats, but I think I'm going to buy these. Why not? Why not? We'll get them now. Then we have them for next time. We'll probably... Yeah, who can afford 10,000 each? Yeah, I know, right? No one. No one can afford that. People that have no life the game for a little bit, I guess. But that's fine. I should buy a sun bear. Yeah, I really should. I'm not going to swap around the species. That's an expensive bear. Jeez. 1,700? I don't think they're worth that. The small keeper hut is being queued again. That's annoying. Should just build a large one over here is what I should do, but it's going to cost me 6 grand. Maybe I can get away with another small keeper hut for 1,000. There you guys go. Ooh, cool. We got more leaves. Awesome. So all of our Nile monitors in here, like they're getting close. 3.5, they mature at 4. So we're going to get a bunch of mature Nile monitors that we can sell here relatively quickly, so that'll be good. Do we actually have anything? So this one isn't going to sell, it looks like. That's unfortunate. We'll just cancel that trade, and we'll just release him. You still get 400 for it, so that's not terrible. Yeah, no, it's 100% because of the work zone. Like, that's what the problem is. I need to go in and split up the giant work zone into like 3 or 4 of them. So like have this exhibit, and all the like smaller. So these 2 habitats, these exhibits, all in one. Then throw like these 2 exhibit or habitats in, or these 3 in the other, or something like that. That's what I need to do. I just haven't felt like going through and splitting it yet. I guess we could show how to do that now though. It doesn't take that long. So like new work zone, I want this. And I'm gonna need keeper huts, staff room. What's that icon? That's the trade center. And I probably need the quarantine area and the med center. So we'll put those in there. That's fine. But we'll do this. We'll put 1. And we'll maybe overlap. So we'll overlap this exhibit between the work zones. So we'll call this keeper/vet 1. Cool. And then we'll do keeper/vet 2 as these 3 habitats. And we'll put this outer keeper hut and work zone stuff in that one, I guess. That might help. The one thing I should probably do is build another vet center over here if I'm gonna do it this way. Or well, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna use the same. Like I don't even use the quarantine center and shit like that, or I haven't needed to the entire time. Like it's never been an issue. So we'll just add them in like that. And I guess no, we're not gonna use those. Those can just be for our other set of staff. So let's go in here. We've got 10 keepers, so I want to try to mix the experience as best I can, because I've got some that are trained up and some that aren't. So there's 5. Put them in everything vet 1. Yep. Put them in the second one. Then on our vets, we have 3. We technically only have 2 vets that are available to us, so we'll put 1 in the first zone, put the other one in the second zone. That should be fine. Hopefully that'll help. I don't actually know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but is what it is. We're about to get some lemurs maturing. That's great. Always exciting. Our Nile monitors are probably getting close too. More leaf insects, so that's good. We can kind of replenish some cash. See, these boards reset again. What the heck? Why does it do that? I don't know. I don't know why it does it, but it does. But I'll take the money out of these insects real quick because we're kind of trending downward at the moment, so having 6K instead of 3 will be a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, we're starting to build up a lemur population, which is great. 6 lemurs. Not terrible. They want more enrichment, so they want more toys. Okay. We might be able to deal with that. Maybe throw a sprinkler like right there. And a small ball like right there. I don't know. I don't, like, there's not a lot of options, unfortunately, as far as toys are concerned. So, I mean, they're happy on enrichment is fine, I guess. It's 100%, so I guess that was enough. Yes, I do play Minecraft as well. I'm not as active on that as I used to be, but mostly modded. Like, if I'm playing, it's modded. I don't know, the base game's kind of gotten boring for me, I guess. Well, it's not that it's boring, it's just I like having a lot to do, and mod packs make that more the case than just plain vanilla. Do you play as well? So outside of Planet Zoo, I am playing Torchlight 3, Cookie Clicker 2. I've been doing a little bit of Apex. I kind of took a break from that for a little bit. Minecraft. Let's see what else is in my recently played. Dyson Sphere Program, maybe Factorio sometimes, Avorion. There's a lot, like a lot of different games. Mostly strategy stuff, or RTS or ARPGs type games. But I like Planet Zoo is like the chill game in my library, so this is the game I like to play when I just want to relax more or less. Yeah, yeah, not terrible. What kind of games do you like? I feel you on that. GTA, I've played a little bit. Like, I have. It's not installed right now, but I have the game. I don't know. I haven't. I'm waiting for the next, like, GTA 6. I want them to release GTA 6 before I play again. Is kind of how I feel about it. Now, granted, I might be dead before that happens, so who knows. But that's awesome. Dead by Daylight, I've heard good things about. I almost got it on the summer sale because it's reasonably priced, but that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I do the same thing. Like, I've got so many games in my Steam library, it's ridiculous. But I'll, like, scroll through my list of stuff that I can play and be like, oh, well, nothing really sounds that fun. So I end up playing either the same games or I just do something else, like music or whatever. Yeah, so the music that's actually playing in the background, this is all, I made all of this. Um, yeah, so I do a little bit of music, and like songwriting stuff, I guess you could say, call it, I don't know. But yeah, I do a little bit of that as well. Sometimes it's nice as like a break from playing games. Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate I appreciate that. I don't know. It's just, yeah, I try to keep busy. Distractions, more or less. You know how it goes. So I've got. I'm not on Spotify just because I haven't been able, or I haven't spent the time to figure out how to get a like creator account for Spotify because it's a little bit like you have to go through an approval process and all this stuff, which I haven't felt like starting, I guess. So I've got all my music on SoundCloud is primarily where it's at. I use a lot of my instrumental stuff for like streaming, YouTube video, background music stuff because I own it, so it won't demonetize my video. And then on YouTube, I've got like a bunch of gaming content stuff. I do have, um, so I made a beat Monday, few days ago, whatever. But I made the beat and then wrote, like, basically came up with the song for it in one day. So I did do a live performance of that song, and that's over on YouTube. So there's a couple of things like that, or like, let's make a beat type video on YouTube. Like, I have a few of those, but it's, yeah, it's like a few videos as opposed to the hundreds that I've got of gaming stuff. But anyway, yeah, I try to share it because why not? Like, you know, that's. I feel like that's the only way anyone will ever know that it exists, so. Okay, yeah, sure. Give me a sec. So there's the YouTube, and then this is the SoundCloud. Oh, now monitors are maturing. Okay. Time to get a bunch of conservation credits out of these Nile monitors. I'm excited. We're going to get rid of the initial pair up here as well, and we'll get a new breeding pair picked out at the same time. That way they're not inbreeding. I don't really want that to be the case. It really hurts the genetics and stuff, so you don't get as much conservation credits out of each animal. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the sub. Let's go ahead and deal with all these animals that have matured because we've got clouded leopards and Nile monitors at this point. So I'm just going to select all these guys, move them to this trade center, box, move, good job. Then we're going to do the same thing with the clouded leopards and just check on them because I believe you can only have 1 in 1 of these. Yeah, 1 in 1. So let's do the same with them. This one's old, so he's definitely going. This one's old, they're definitely going. And then we'll pick between the 2 males, I guess. Or well, we'll just move them all. Pause real quick, and then let's see. Let's start with the leopards. They'll go a little bit quicker. So this guy, I think, is gonna have, yeah, he has better stats than this one and this one. So this is the, we're gonna keep the male clouded leopard, and then we'll buy a female for him in just a second. Now on the Nile monitors, not terrible on stats, worse on stats. So I think we are gonna keep this one. And this is a male, so we need to buy a female Nile monitor. So let's go ahead and get the Nile monitor first. Oh, no worries. It was fun chatting with you. Thanks for the follow and the sub and everything like that. And I hope to see you in the next one. But take it easy. Have a good rest of your day, man. But we're also, so we got the Nile monitor. Let's go ahead and get the clouded leopard as well. So this one we need a female. And I'm willing to spend the conservation credits on it because they do live for quite a while, so it's not like they disappear right after. Just throw on this filter. Makes it a little bit easier to see what you're looking at. I really don't want to spend more than like 400 or 500 credits on this if I can help it. So that one's a definite no-go. This one is worse than this one. Then going into the 600 range, I can get 100, which could be good. Get a silver badged one. You know what? We will take this one, I think. It makes sense to do at this point. So we'll just go ahead and take that. We're gonna get so many credits from the sell of the animals in this that it's not gonna matter that much in the grand scheme anyway. So let's go ahead. These two are definitely gonna be released a while. No one's gonna buy them. They're too old. So that's fine. Easy peasy. The rest of these, anything that's not gold badge, I'm just gonna, maybe we'll keep the silver badge as well. But gold, silver badge is the only stuff I'm even going to attempt to try to sell, because, yeah, it just seems like you don't get, like, people don't buy it, or at least for me they don't. So $5.97, that's pretty good. We basically paid for the animals we just bought to replenish our breeding pools, so that's good. So this clouded leopard I probably can trade. Let's maybe set him at like 400. He has pretty good stats, so I feel like that should sell. I don't know. Same with this one. We'll put it at like 400. Should sell. It's got 100, so like when you have 100% in at least one thing, normally that means you've got a decent shot at selling the animal. This one has 2, right? But Nile monitors, there's so many of, it's pretty tough to sell them in general. That one's being relocated. So we've got these 2. This one I'm just gonna release. We'll try to sell the other Nile monitor and just see if we have any success with that. Normally people just don't buy these, so we'll put this up for maybe like 80. We're only gonna get 20 extra credits from selling it this way as opposed to releasing it, but maybe someone will buy it. I don't know. Hopefully. But we do get 1250 for releasing more than 4 Nile monitors into the wild. So cool. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Binturongs are upset. Oh, cool. About to get more baby Binturongs. That'll be good. Having the baby animals always brings in more guests, so that's nice. Zoo's great. I'll take that. Let's see. These dudes are still chilling. Oh, what's wrong with you, my buddy? Waiting for a keeper, I guess. I need to get a sun bear. I kind of forgot about that. So let's just reset all this. It needs to be a male. Oh, this is why I didn't do it, because trash stats are super expensive. I think the Binturongs can actually be with different animals. So let's just look on that real quick. So interspecies, so they can also be with a tapir. So we could switch over to tapirs after this bear is done. And that could be good. Change it up a little bit. I'll maybe do that. Sure. Cool. Got our baby Binturongs. That's great. Guess they're doing better. They still are really low on education, which I don't quite understand. I don't know what I need to do to change that. Because we've got like the little conservation boards, we've got the animal boards and everything else. But it's not enough apparently. We are doing better on our money though. Once we're in range to pay this off, I am gonna just pay it off because that will raise our money by quite a bit. So yeah. Too many adults in social group, really? I thought they liked having, I thought you could have 4 of them. Guess not. So let's get rid of, well, she's older. This one's kind of older too. All right, sure. We'll release these to wild, why not? Did I miss one of these? No, I got all 4 of them. Cool. I think we will turn up the game speed for just a minute, kind of to just cycle along. So let's view our report. So we got a 4-star because of the education again, but 5-star on all of our animal exhibits visited, so that's good. Offspring, vet research, great. Cool. This one's expecting offspring as well, which will be just in time. Well, we were looking at it right as it happened, so let's go ahead and move them. I do want to try to replace the old one that we have. So this one is good. He can stay. Well, maybe we can keep... So this one needs to be traded out, for sure. I could keep this one and this one, but these two are both... That's fine. We'll do these two. Then the rest of these dudes can all be sold. We'll get a couple grand. Easy peasy. So it looks as if our keepers still aren't able to keep up, really. Oh, whoops. It's collapsed. Yeah, so we need more keepers. So let's hire 2 more keepers. 1 for each work zone is what I'm thinking. And really, I should look at trying to train some of these dudes. It's just I don't have a whole lot of cash to be able to afford that right now. Once we pay off our loan, we'll maybe take a look at making the investment into training our staff up a little bit better. Just because I think that will maybe help with some of this workload issue that we're having, where our animals aren't being taken care of automatically, like we have to go in and request a keeper every once in a while. So we'll give that a shot and see. There's a keeper en route to the lemurs. Don't worry, dudes. We're getting ya. Maybe what would make sense, like, if I connect a staff. Oh, I'm negative. Of course I'm negative. Dang. There's already a keeper on the way, man. Like... Because what I was thinking is, if I connect... like, part of this path to this, it'll be a shorter distance for them to walk, you know? Like that. That's all I wanted to do, just to see if that helps, because the habitat entrances are off of that path specifically, and the keeper hut is right here. So maybe that will help facilitate, because then they can run up, run across. Yeah, see, so they're already using it. Okay, cool. We are struggling on the money, though. Let's see. Can we get rid of anyone? We need the keepers for sure. Maybe we can get rid of one of these mechanics. Sorry, buddy, I know. We'll do those two. See if that helps. When we pay off the loan, we'll probably be positive again. It's just we have to make it a little bit farther. We need to pay another 3K to finish that off. I think that's the loan. Almost done. It's the last year of it. What up, visitor? Thank you for the 20 creds. Okay, great. We'll have some to sell here shortly. We have one boa constrictor to sell now. Okay, iguana we'll have to sell soon. And we've got some of these to sell now. So we should be able to get back on the positive side, I think. Cool, 3K, thank you very much. Oh, wow. You know what we could do? We could get rid of the sun bear that's in here. Let's actually look for the tapirs that we want. Alright, that one's not terrible, so we'll buy that one. This one has 100, but it also has a 0. This one's slightly better. So we'll do that. We'll swap it to tapirs from sun bears. Now, I probably gonna need to change these sun bear ones. Okay, the tapirs should be in there now. I'm gonna go through and change these to tapirs first. Okay, so enrichment needs to be fixed, but that's fine. They've got water, they got land, so they're good on that. Their terrain's fine. Environment is fine. Great. They just need enrichment. Okay. What kind of enrichment you looking for, my good buddies? Food enrichment. Oh, well, we might be able to help you out with that. Let's take a look. Need specifically food. So they like these little forage things. That's good. We can put one of those right over there. And there. Just like that. Dude's content. Great. Now, I don't really see a speaker up here. Oh, there it is. Let's pause this. We've got a lot of notifications. Get our reward. Cool. A little bit of cash to help us out. Okay. Cool. I think we got everything swapped around the right way. Now we can sell this bear. So I think we're going to release this guy to wild. Oh, did it not send the second one? Does not look like it. Whoops. So this is no longer some bears, it's tapirs. Whoops, not with a bracket though. About to get some more Nile monitor offspring, that's good. Yeah. Well, I think the stream's been pretty good today. We are going to wrap it up here for today. If you enjoyed it, be sure to follow the channel if you're new and subscribe over on YouTube. All the streams that I do are always uploaded, or I try to stream on both YouTube and Twitch. That's what my setup is been for a while now. So basically what that means for you, if you were late to the stream or want to watch it back, it is archived over on YouTube for you to do that. With that being said, guys, this has been Lone Debater 7. I've had a great time playing some Planet Zoo with you all today, and until next